So here we are. We are here for ESPN Steps Up Top with interesting and serious recording 2018. Nice. Alright, this is more air game show scene or an ESPN 2, ESPN 2, ESPN SC and longer and the ESPN. So a lot of them are an SC Plus, which is basically SC home for their actual games, like on their SC All channel, or basically their games on their SC All channel, or they're showing on like their ESPN.com/watch. And if you have this, you have to have the SC Plus sports package on Sling TV. Watch every SC Extra, ESPN3, email, ESPN Plus you can't. But yeah, and you guys Sling. Just buy Sling and get that if you don't want them. You don't have cable, or if you have cable, you can sign and watch games on your there. Or if you get the ESPN app, you can watch games on there, which is nice. And ESPN Plus and all of that. This 24 to 25 ranked teams like ESPN, so 17 conferences represented. And Australian regular season and leads in the complete division and Stevens Split Championship and Majors and College Series things. Most of them are available on ESPN. The bus games and the tournaments are playing at that time on ESPN, on ESPN2, ESPN throughout the day and this year. And Longhorn for Texas games. Then ESPN3 every game. And including the SC and Longhorn games, they're on ESPN3 for you. I don't think the SC Network is, but because it's national network, but the Texas Longhorn Network I think is. It says ESPN will present more than 800 NCAA baseball games during 2018 regular season across ESPN. 17 college conferences. ESPN history coach during the postseason, top of carrying 5 conference championships, the entire Southeastern Conference tournament, 153 games with toys, ESPN, and the SC, and available on ESPN. In addition, the ESPN books will stream out 40 games in 2018. Nearly 70% of the games in ESPN books include teams in the USA Today coaches preseason top 25, while 53 games feature a preseason top 10 for teams at least one top 5 team. 21 preseason top 5 teams appear in ESPN season. ESPN is going off one most watched NCAA Division Baseball Championship in history, boasting monthly viewership prize. Got the road to Omaha. The 3-game 2010 NCAA College World Series finals was most watched 3-game championship series since 2014. Eugene NC Championship won the program's third national title last year. They featured ESPN on Saturday, May 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern. 2019 College Baseball schedule rights. Top 2 ranked teams take the field. Schedule includes 4 matches. 2 ranked teams win head-to-head. Have had following games. Number 1 LSU versus number 16 Texas, March 1st all around. Number 1 Florida State and number 4 March 1st. Number 4 Texas Tech versus number 16 Texas, March 15th all around. Number 19 Clemson versus number 3 Georgia is on April 19th, 16th this year. Number 3 4 versus number 2 April 18th and 18th of this year. Number 20 April 20th is on ESPN 2. Number 13 Georgia and number 3 Florida on May 5th on ESPN 2. Number 10 Ole Miss and number 1 LSU is May 5th on ESPN 2. Number 2 Bama, number 8 Louisville on ESPN on May 7th. Number 23 NC number 6 North Korea is on May 18th on ESPN. And number 17 TCU and number 4 Texas Tech is on May 18th on ESPN. And this is conference coverage in full swing with ACC Mondays. ESPN, you and AC ranks on Scantia. Charlotte to AC, but some store country, including Boston College, Virginia, and Miami, Wake Forest, Backpack Nights, and May ESPN. Additional to Marquee Manage. There's some games between results, including number 19 Clemson drawing down number 14 Sunday, April 14th, 2022. Big 12 Bulls, Red Pitch, ESPN continues Spencer Carter, Big 12, including Southern Conference Round 3, Crystal 20, CMT, Unheard, ESPN. Well, since the Spade current discussion this season, my you is number 4 Texas Tech, Coast Center, TCU. Number 17 TCU, on May 18th, goes over to Current Championship Central, American ACC, Big 12, SEC, and SWAT Championship games. Well, air on ESPN 2, ESPN, or ESPN's postseason. ESPN will cover 253 postseasons at the end of the NCAA region. ESPN starts the NCAA Sports Central Monday, May 27th. Complete postseason coverage amounts on later date. This year, season long. This year starts the season. Teams are in the preseason to the 30 conference. 75 games Sunday, throughout spring. SC Thursday, baseball in full swing, 19, and SC, preseason up to 15, about 2 weeks of the receive. In addition, a senior going to tradition and baseball weapon, just set for the final Friday scene, and join forces with these toys the final weekend of SC action, May 16th, 13th. For more SC, on SC Baseball team, please visit SC.com. This is Hookem. Longhorn, the home of Texas baseball, will televised more than 30 games to the scene, including 3 games series since Tucker Dusty March first, and number 4 Texas March 15th through 17th, as well as 2 games series hosting number 12 and 2018 Sierra runs March 19th through 20th. Longhorn adds a dozen Big 12 matches, seasons, or always switch. And there are 16 lines will appear on ESPN Network's 12:37 times. So with the Texas Alumni game, sorry, first teacher time. Longhorn Roger comes playing alongside sons Casey and Cody. Full details on Longhorn Network's baseball TV schedule can be found here. I'm not going to do that because that's not really true game. It's just really a fun exhibition with former and current Longhorn Network players, with Longhorn legends and the current Longhorns baseball team. And this is ESPN. The network link 450 plus game schedule for streaming on the ESPN begins in February with action surrounding 13 different conferences like Sun, Big 12, Big East, Big South, Big West, Horizon, Ivy League, Metro, Mid American, which is MAC, and the Metro is basically MAAC. But I consider the Metro MAC. The MAC, I consider the Mid American. I guess the Americans, consider the MAC. Most people consider it the MAC, but it's the Mid American. Missouri Valley, which is the MVC, and Southern, Southland, Sunbelt, and Western Atlantic, which is also known as the WAC, the WAC. The studio shows and under commentaries as well as the full streaming schedule and salary. Obviously, yes, Ilya Williams on TV, but so, yeah, 4-game slate versus Texas. Here we have number 5, Purdue taking on Texas. I guess they're not showing. I guess they don't put the rankings on here. I won't consider post-game championship. I guess they don't. I thought they did, but whatever. For softball they do, but whatever. Well, I'll come back to it. Like a week later when they probably put it up. I'm gonna tell me Rock80 do that on Twitter. I ever tell him to get boosting on it. So, well, then I'll make a video on it. But anyways, we have Purdue and Texas. They have 4 games in Longhorn, 4-game series, and then Friday, February 26th, and a doubleheader on February 23rd, and then at 2 and 5:30, and then 2 Eastern, Purdue, Texas, and then Tuesday, February 26th at 7:30, you have midweek in Simi State in Texas. And then I have UT San Antonio, Texas, which is another midweek game. Is 8 p.m. on February 27th. LSU and Texas. They have a 3-game series. 3-3 and 2 on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. And then March 5th is on Louder at 7:30 for Rio Grande Valley for Texas. And Texas and Texas at the same time. And Florida State Florida is on the SC from weekend on 6:30 Eastern. And on Saturday, March 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have Mississippi State in Florida and Tennessee in Alabama. And then Texas is on the network as well. And then back-to-back Mississippi State in Florida is on the same time, 2 Eastern. And we have Arkansas, Texas, and we have race and 6 a.m. and movie game and SC at the same time. Centers and it's Texas is doubleheader week series. Then we have Florida and Vanderbilt on Thursday, 7 p.m. Friday at 7 p.m. Ole Miss, Missouri. And LSU, we have a doubleheader, LSU and Georgia on Eastern. And Ole Miss, Missouri at Eastern. And then Texas and TCU at ECU. For the first ECU baseball game on Saturday, March 23rd, 8:30 Eastern. And on this year, we have a doubleheader. We have LSU and Georgia. And 3 Ole Miss and Missouri. Baseball games are 9 innings, while softball games are 7 innings. In college, so sometimes when they have double headers, they are 7 innings in baseball, or if they change it due to inclement weather or weather delays, they will change the game to 7 innings if they have a double header. Due to double header concerns, they have like 7 inning games if they have a double header, or due to like rain delays, they will shorten the game down to 7 innings for those concerns. Because obviously, baseball, like football, is played outside. Baseball, softball is played outside, just like football is. So, but for like basketball, if it rains, nothing's gonna stop the game from being shown on TV, unless it is like delayed due to like bad weather outside for like teams traveling. That's the only time. If it's raining outside, you can't play baseball. You're not gonna be outside in a thunderstorm playing a baseball game. No one is. Even just for fun, you're not. In your backyard, you're not. So, much less a college game on TV. So, yeah. Anyways, we have Tuesday, March 26th at 7 p.m. We have Auburn, Alabama. We have Georgia, Kentucky at 7 on Thursday, March 9th. We have LSU, Mississippi State on the ESPN Series. LSU, Mississippi continues on Game 2 on ESPN on 7 p.m. Xavier, Texas on Long Rock. And then Ole Miss runs over 2 series. We start the series at 9 p.m. Auburn and South Carolina will start on Eastern. And then the 4 Eastern Ole Miss runs finish the series. And Tennessee ran out for Game 2. We got 9 Eastern. And Xavier, Texas will be Game 2 at 6 Eastern. And then Auburn and South Carolina will be at noon Eastern on March 31st. 1 p.m. will be Xavier, Texas to finish out the series. Tennessee, Vanderbilt finish their series. And then Belmont and Tennessee will start. And the Hawaii Hurricanes will take on the SEC on Tuesday, April 7th at 7 p.m. South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama will be at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, March 4th. Arkansas, Auburn searches at 7 Eastern on SC ESPN. South Carolina, Alabama we continue series Game 2 7 p.m. Texas, Baylor on ESPN and 9 Eastern. At 8 Eastern, Texas A&M LSU. And then CS Fullerton and Cal Poly, the Big West at 11 p.m. Eastern. And then Florida and Ole Miss will be on the SC Network at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Vanderbilt and Georgia on the SC Network at noon. Purdue and Nebraska will be finishing their 3 games set on ESPN at 1 p.m. Texas A&M LSU on the SC Network at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then Georgia Tech and Georgia we on the SC at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 9th. Rice and Texas will be longer at 7 Eastern on Tuesday. And Georgia, Tennessee, we on the SC at 7 p.m. Eastern. South Carolina, Florida, Users, and ESPN at 7 Eastern. And Kansas State, Texas, we having a 3-game homestand at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN at Long Rock. April 12th. April 13th, we Kansas State, Texas at 2 p.m. Eastern, and Long Rock, 2 p.m. Eastern, Kansas State, Texas, and Savannah, Series. Starting series at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, SC. excuse me. And then Kentucky Honors Washington Series ECU and ESPN, excuse me, 8 p.m. Eastern. We continue to. Then and Savannah we continue to an Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern. The first ESPN2 baseball game we'll see it is between Clemson and Florida State. And there I looked and there is conference tournaments, but I'll not be concluding the conference tournaments out or the. I guess I will be. I guess I could be continuing conference tournaments. I will just because. But I'll circle. But I'll write how many regular season and conference games are for each game. For each note. For baseball, for softball is not included, so I do not need to. But if they do, I will add. Oh, we have Clemson, Florida State's the first game, and then LSU, Missouri at 1 p.m. Eastern as well. And they have Oklahoma, Baylor at 4 Eastern on ESPN. And Alabama, Mississippi State as well. And then Clemson, Georgia at 7 Eastern, says here. Central Eastern, Lamar in Texas. Then Missouri, Georgia at 6 p.m. Eastern, ESPN. They have Mississippi State at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Florida, LSU at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And Florida, LSU, game 2. And 8 p.m. Eastern next day. And the Eastern 2 first series out on 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, April 20th. And then Texas, Oklahoma State will start at 4 Eastern on ESPN. Texas A&M, South Korea, 4 Eastern on ESPN this year. Vanderbilt, Alabama, 2, and 9 p.m. Eastern this year. And Arizona, Oregon State, National Champions win ESPNU at April 20th at 10 Eastern. And Missouri State, Missouri, will be an SU at 7 p.m. Eastern, April 23rd. April 5th at 6 a.m. Ole Miss. And then Auburn, Vanderbilt will be an ESPNU at 7:30 Eastern. And then Friday, April 26th will be Versus Texas. And then Auburn, Vanderbilt will be at Eastern. And then at 10 Eastern, the West Coast from San Francisco and Gonzaga on ESPNU. West Coast Conference is known for their basketball and maybe sometimes volleyball, but this is one of the first West Coast teams here in ESPNU, or just televised in general. Georgia, Mississippi State on the SEC on 1 p.m. Eastern, and then West Virginia, Texas at 3:30 Eastern. Then Kentucky, Florida, the second game, another United Series. We got that's 6 p.m. Eastern. Oklahoma State, Texas, the second United Series. We got ESPNU at 8:30 Eastern. On prime time. And then noon will be this third and final game of the Kentucky Florida Series on ESPN2. And then Minnesota, Indiana will be on ESPNU at 1 Eastern. At noon Eastern, excuse me. And the 1 Eastern is West Virginia, Texas Series. And then Tennessee, Arkansas will be at 5 Eastern on ESPN. And then April 4th will be Southern Missouri and Missouri on the SEC network. And then Dallas Baptist, Missouri State, ESPNU, 7 Eastern on May 7th. And then Mississippi State, Texas, May this year. Then Sunday, May 4th at noon, we have Missouri and Tennessee. This year, Mississippi State, Texas will be doubleheader. And they have Vanderbilt, South Carolina, ECU at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Auburn. So we have a baseball triple header, not in a row. We have 2 doubleheader, and then we have a softball game, and a baseball game of Alabama. And May 5th, we have a ESPN 2 doubleheader. We have Florida, Georgia at 12:30 Eastern, and then at 3:30 Eastern, we have Ole Miss, LSU. And then we have Texas, Oklahoma, ESPN at 2 Eastern. And then 4 Eastern, we have Alabama, Auburn, and finish out the series. And we have Boston College, Virginia, to start and finish out the series on ESPN at 7 Eastern. And then Vanderbilt, Louisville, a midweek game on ESPN at 7 Eastern. And then Indiana, Kentucky, we have midweek Big 12 SEC, and then Texas State, Texas, midweek game on Long at 7 Eastern, May 8th on ESPN. LSU the third series. Kentucky, South Carolina. Viennese Senior Premiers 8-3 Eastern. Indiana, Michigan. And the series noon May 11th on SU for Game 2 of Kentucky, South Carolina. LSU and Sons for Game 2. Or for Game 3, excuse me. LSU and Sons for Game 3 at 2 Eastern. And Tennessee, Florida for Game 2 at 3 Eastern. Indiana State Dallas Baptist for Game 2 series. We had ESPN 9-3 Eastern. And then noon will be Kentucky, South Carolina for the wrap-up game series. And then Texas A&M, Alabama for the final game of that series. And then Mississippi State, Ole Miss for the final game of that series. We're going to Eastern 2. And then Miami Force for the final game of that series. We're going to Eastern 6 Monday the 13th. And Louisiana, a midweek game. Big Ten, ACC Big Ten, we'll be Eastern that one. Michigan, Kentucky, we have a midweek game. So, but the SEC will be at home in that one. And in current order, that in Texas, we had Central on the 100. And then SC Wildcard, they don't know SC game, but they're showing SC game. And then SC showing game as well. And welcome in Texas. We have a lot of Penn State for the first game of the series. And then Lover, CSU Fulton, with Taser, ESPN, and Big West. And baseball loaded McConnell's class because it's basically the same amount of time as a baseball game, except it's just different baseball games. The best highlights, baseball highlights, best games. But in the SC, they're on SC. Every game falls around on the SC Plus. But you see the best one action of games are on ESPN or ESPN or ESPN 2 or ESPNU. It's like the best games of baseball. They're on SC Plus. Then Oklahoma, Texas is there on for game 2 of that series. And SC Wildcard is showing 2 back-to-back games. They're not short games, but they're short games at noon and 3 at 3:30 Eastern, Oklahoma, Texas for the final game of the series. And ESPN, and ESPNU, NC State, North Carolina at 4:30 Eastern, ESPNU, and TCU, Texas Tech at Central Eastern on ESPNU. And then ESPN News is showing the SWAC Baseball Championship. That May 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern. Looks like ESPN News is not showing any softball or baseball games. ESPN isn't. For the regular season, SEC, since they're showing during the SEC tournament, May 21st, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60 SEC network baseball games. For conference, we have 4 first-round games at 10 Eastern, 2, 5, and 9 Eastern. May 21st, May 2nd at the same times for second round. And third round, same times. So we have 3 games. We have 12 games total in the conference. And then we have SEC having 2 fourth-round games, which is essentially the quarterfinals, at 4 p.m. and 7:30 on SEC. So we have 14 conference tournament games. Yeah. And we have Big South Championship on ESPN, which we have 29 total. Oh, we have some regular season games, and then the American Baseball Championship is a second game as a final of the 2 games. ESPN News is showing for NCAA baseball, the American Baseball Championship game, and then the ACC And SEC championships will be shown at noon and 3 Eastern, respectively, on ESPN 2. So ESPN 2 is showing 9 baseball games total. They're showing 7 regular seasons, 2 tournament championships, 28 ESPN US show, and one Big South Conference championship. No longer issuing 31 regular seasons, and ESPN is showing 0 regular seasons as of now, and 2 conference games, 2 conference tournaments, and it doesn't show such teams, so you don't know. And then we look. And then now we'll doing it. The NC men's women's lacrosse schedules. Sure. Here we go. For ESPN notes. How many more games does ESPN show more baseball or softball on all networks? Well, they show 7 ESPN. 6 of them are 7 of them are top 25. Every game is top 25. Has one top 25 team in ESPN. That's 7 games. You have 23. Come on. 16 ESPN 2. So ESPN 2 already has more stuff as well. ESPN does not have any NCAA baseball games before the tournament. Well, I can kind of partially see why, because ESPN doesn't, because ESPN has the NFL draft during that time coverage. They have coverage of the NCAA. They have coverage of the NIT, coverage of the NCAA women's basketball tournament, in the Final Four, the Frozen Four. Well, ESPN 2 has a semifinal, I believe, in championships on ESPN. You have NBA playoffs during midweek action. And then there's primetime, a couple of primetimes on ESPN networks. Primetime game on ESPN. ESPN 2 is a primetime. ABC is primetime games on Saturdays at 7:30. And it's 8:30 Eastern. And 8 is NBA countdown. And during the day, they probably have a couple, maybe some. And I see ESPN has MLB coverage. Midweek and Sunday nights. Well, ESPN 2 can show softball, and SC North can. And then midweek. ESPN 2 probably has midweek. ESPN has midweek. Like, first and second, and Eastern Conference. Or Western Conference. Eastern Conference, Western Conference, switch area. They have the conference, like NBH,